Good morning, Pinecrest Academy Cadence community. We have just, again, wanting to come on often to give you updates and make sure that you have all the information you need as we are moving through our first couple of days of adjusting to our new way of education for the time being. We have just spent the morning in staff meetings, meeting with, elementary staff, secondary staff, as well as our special education team and other related services to make sure that we have the most comprehensive plan possible. I wanted to go ahead and launch information about a few things that you'll need to know in the meantime. So today is just a matter of adjusting your family, making sure you have resources as a family, and we just really want you to kind of focus on that today as we continue to get organized. Today, with regard to food, if you are in our free and reduced lunch population, or if your family needs lunches for your students because you do not have the resources at home, we are actually going to be sending our families to the same hubs as Clark County School District. So we will be emailing that information to you with the launch of this video as well. So you should have that in your email in the coming minutes. And so you can head to any of those locations. Your child must be present with you in order to pick up that food. And this is how we will continue to handle free and reduced lunch. We're still waiting to hear back from 3 Square to determine if we are going to be one of their pickup locations. But for now, what we do know is that you can head to any one of the locations listed on the document, which is in the email attachment that we are sending you. Now, with regard to the resources that you'll need from this school. Again, today is a day for our teachers to finalize their organizational plans. So they are getting packets ready. We are taking computer carts apart as we speak for our elementary families who need a device. And we are getting organized with regard to our schedules for how we expect students to be checking in with their teachers. It's very important to remember that as we move forward, this will be a combination of online learning as well as some of their workbooks and things like that. So you will need to plan to come to school at some point tomorrow. By the end of today, we will launch a formalized schedule by last name of when you can come to campus. I will give you full details of how that will look, but essentially you'll be permitted to drop your secondary student so they can run around to their classes and get any of the supplies they need, as well as visit their locker if they need to. So secondary students will be permitted in the building in waves by the schedule that we send out to the community. Our elementary parents, you are going to be doing a car loop. So if you need a device, there'll be a spot where you can stop to sign documents for the device. Now with those documents, we are launching the full document to our website in the coming hour. So you should be able to see the full document of what you're agreeing to when you check out a school device. In Car Loop, we will just have a simple one-pager that you will then sign in order to check out that device. But please know that there are a few more agreements that you'll want to visit online with regard to responsibility with that device. Now, at this time, you'll also, whether or not you need a device, you'll be coming up here during those times tomorrow for elementary to receive workbooks and packets or any accompanying documents that you might need for your child's education for the coming weeks. So today's organization for our campus, please do not come to campus. Tomorrow you'll come by your last name, and we will give, again, more specific details this afternoon. I'll come back on and give additional details. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are what we are calling a soft launch. So during this time, we will be sending out proposed schedules for your students. It's very important that as a family, you commit to keeping your children on schedule. And so whether our schedule works for your family or you want to adapt it, that's fine. Most of our lessons will be videotaped, so you can go to them as needed. But we will have live sessions, and students will be expected to check in with their teachers, each of their teachers at least once throughout the week, whether it be through live session or a small group session. So please note that Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday is going to be all about this community, making sure that you have the internet resources that you need, the technology resources that you need. There's a ton of free resources for Wi-Fi right now. If you do not have Wi-Fi in your home, we will be launching that information as well today. And we will be giving that information out with computers tomorrow. Now, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we would hope that you would be starting to get your students on blended learning, start to keep them to some sort of a schedule, as well as you will be required to have your students check into one of their live Zoom sessions during this time. This way, we can monitor that all of our students are ready to go. Starting Monday, our full-blown curriculum will begin. So we're going to work through this together. I'm going to come on often and try to give you updates and make sure everybody's ready and prepared and working through the next couple of weeks. So food is going to be at those places. We're organizing today. We are distributing tomorrow, and we are soft launching Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with a full-blown curriculum launch on Monday. So I hope that kind of keeps you knowing what our plan is. For our students who receive special education services, they're currently organizing their department to make sure that we are accessible to your students. Some of them will be receiving individualized packets when you come to pick up your children's things tomorrow, and also our teachers will be accessible. So if it's a math office hour where they can get on live with their math teachers, the special education teachers will also be available during that time for your child to individually check in with them. So we still plan as much as we can to be addressing the accommodations and the different facets of their IEPs. So just know that we have them on our radar, as well as our students that are English language learners, and making sure that we continue to provide support to them. More information is coming soon. Thank you so much for continuing to be patient. I have absolutely appreciated all the positivity online. I love this community, genuinely love this community. And I'm so grateful that I feel like as a whole, we are very well prepared for a situation like this, because we have all committed as a community to be at a school that heavily integrates technology already. Our students already speak this language, and I think that we are in a much better position than some of our counterparts across the country. So let's just work together. Let's keep them learning. And a few other notes really quick. We have, and we'll reiterate this later, but we have opened up accelerated reader testing at home. So you keep them reading. We always need them reading. They can take their test at home for these couple of weeks. And we'll continue to launch additional information about other curriculums that we have in the works. Remember that they have an online library through Myon, and also Scholastic has launched a lot of free resources for books for students. So look out for these types of information, and let's just get resources into our students' hands and make sure we keep them learning. We'll touch base again soon. Thank you so much.